A special guest today, Anja Winters.
Hello.
A lot of you might not know her by her last name. You know her more by Learn German with Anja.
Yeah.
It's a very, very big privilege for us to be able to have her with us, not only today on this Facebook Live. She's a very, very, very busy person, traveling always somewhere around the world. We tried to do this about a month ago, and Anja was in Australia, and the timing didn't work out and stuff like that. So this is our second try, and this time we have Anja with us at a more reasonable hour.
Finally. Yeah.
So right now it's 6 p.m. in or 18 hours in Berlin.
In Berlin, yeah.
What time is it in Taiwan, Tetsu?
It is exactly 12 hours difference with you, so it's it's a little. Yes, it's
not. You're not in Canada.
No, it's
no.
I'm
the only one that's actually in Montreal right now.
It's lunch for Joey, and it's midnight snack for me.
And for you, maybe supper.
Dinner. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're very happy that we have Anja with us today. Anja is someone that I've been following for a few years because I've always been trying to learn German. I don't dedicate enough time to it. However, I enjoy very much her channel, her lessons. They're very dynamic, interactive, and I'm not the only one. There's like hundreds of thousands of followers. I don't think you yourself have seized up to now how popular your channel became. Probably when you started this,
crazy.
It was
it's quite crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And people start recognizing me in public places.
Wow! There you go. There you go.
I was on holiday in Bali, and the whole family came up to me. They just heard my voice, and they were like, "Oh, that's Anja." Yeah, and they came up. So that's pretty crazy.
So Anja, that teaches German online, is actually in Germany now. So she's been globetrotting everywhere, but this summer I think you're giving classes or something like that?
Yes. I want to organize some meetups to learn German and teach online, make videos, things like that.
Oh, that's cool. So there's some more great content that you're going to be preparing. You must work very hard at creating this content that you do, because it's very good. I know on my phone, I downloaded an application, Learn German with Anja.
Oh, really?
You have some of your videos and some exams and quizzes and things like that.
That's good.
Sometimes I do good. Sometimes I do good. Anja is happy. Sometimes not so much. It depends on what I'm the topic that I'm looking at.
Actually, we are creating a new one now, a new app.
Yeah.
Because the other one had some problems, but that's good. I'm happy to hear that.
That's cool. So I have an Android, so I got it on the Android. It's probably available on the iPhone too, I imagine.
Yes, it is. But at the moment, we took it down because we have to fix things, and actually we're working on a new app. So yeah, it's better.
So I can't delete it because I won't be able to get it again, I guess.
Yes, exactly. Better don't delete it.
Okay, but either way, Anja is very popular online. I think many people, many of the followers that are learning German, and many of the persons that come to our language festival. Anja is very popular online. I think. Sorry, Tetsu?
No, sorry about that. I had a little glitch.
Okay, so many of the persons that come, everybody, like you said, has seen you, but they've never. Not many people have met you in person, and you've never actually been to a polyglot event before.
No,
this would be your first time. We're very honored that, through the email exchanges that we had last year when I started talking to you about this, we could work something out for you to be able to come.
Yeah, and I'm excited to come. It will be interesting. Yeah. And my first time in Canada too.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's exciting too. Yeah. And during the summertime, so
it's the time to come. Montreal is a city of festivals. In the summer, there's things happening everywhere. You should enjoy yourself.
With a name like Winters, maybe we should invite you in the winter.
No, please no.
she's winter, but I think she tries to stay away from winter. That's why she's in Australia and other places of the world.
Exactly. I always.
One of the benefits of working like you do, I guess.
Online, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. Yeah.
So when we first started talking about this, you were telling me who are some of the other speakers, who are some of the other polyglots that are going to be there. I had mentioned to you a few, but I mean, it was a year ago, so now we have almost our full schedule there. It's going to be published.
How many are coming? How many speakers are going to be there?
We're looking at somewhere around 30 to 40. It's really because it's both conference type and also the workshops. So it's both. All together, we're looking at 30 to 40.
That will be
so
nice.
In your case, I know that you put together a conference type presentation for us, but you know, since everybody, you became popular because you give German classes. We thought it would be interesting to also give you an opportunity to give a German workshop at Langfest. So you're actually going to be doing both. Can you explain to us a little bit about what you're going to be presenting? Not the workshop, but the presentation.
Well, you told me I should speak about my YouTube channel now and how I got started and traveling. So I guess I will do that. Yeah. And
and you're a polyglot too. You know a few languages. I know you speak. Obviously, you speak German, English. You speak Spanish,
French. Yeah, Spanish and French. And
so that's.
Yeah, I would like to learn another language which uses a different alphabet, actually. So Chinese, Arabic, or something like this. But I think it's going to be hard. Yeah.
I saw that your videos are fairly popular, probably with people that speak Arabic, because a lot of them have Arabic subtitles.
Exactly. Yeah. And I have people from everywhere. USA also a lot. Canada, I have a few students. And lots of people who are living in Germany but are from other countries. Also Turkey, Romania. So yeah, it's nice. It's very nice.
I think Germany, like Canada, is a country that has a lot. It's very multicultural. There's people from everywhere around the world that came.
Especially Berlin. Yeah, it's very much multikulti, we say in German. Multicultural. Yeah.
Sounds cute.
Yeah.
So you're coming to Montreal. You're going to be here, I guess, from the beginning.
Yes.
So just to explain to you, the festival is 6 days. Starts on the Tuesday, goes all the way up to the Sunday. On the Tuesday, we sort of have a kickoff event, which you know you're welcome to participate. On the Wednesday, the Thursday, we do a lot of city tours. And going to see the city and things like that. So other people that are coming, participants, not just speakers, but participants that are coming down. We have some volunteers that are going to be giving some tours and things of the sort, which you should definitely take part of.
I will. And how many participants are going to be there? Do you know? How many people were there last time? Did anybody?
Last year we had. Well, go ahead.
Tickets, no? You know.
Last year we were around 400 participants. So.
Wow. Okay, it's a lot.
It's good. Fun. It's a fun group.
Very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a very fun event. There's 2 or 3 venues that are going to be happening at the same time, so people have to pretty much choose what they want to see.
Okay.
So the calendar is going to be published. It's going to be on langfest.org. You'll be able to see it there.
Very soon.
And you yourself as a speaker, well, you know, when you're not presenting, you're going to be going around like everybody else trying to see other people that are presenting. There's a few. I think Connor Klein is actually German, right? I'm not sure. Tetsu, is he German also?
I don't remember. I thought he was U.S.
From the U.S.?
No, UK.
What does he do?
He's they
He's
call
from the
him
UK.
language czar. He travels around the world.
Okay, Connor is Irish.
Connor is Irish.
Yes, we're getting input from our viewers. We have Nicolas who online who just told us he's actually Irish.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was UK or something.
We have Jan that's from
Belgium.
Amsterdam, or he's from Holland.
Yes. Hang on, Holland. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Jan, I don't know.
We're gonna have Ellen Joven. A lot of people don't know that yet, but Ellen Joven is going to come to Langfest this year. She's originally from Germany, lives in the U.S., and she's like the very, very well known in the polyglot community also. In previous years, we've had as participants or as speakers, Ollie Richards, Benny Lewis, Stephen Kaufman.
Benny Lewis, I know him, yeah.
Ah, there you go.
Knows Benny Lewis.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get him to come along again this year. Not sure.
I met him in New York, actually. Yeah, when I was in New York, we met up. Benny Lewis.
Nice.
We met Benny. That's right. He's a very nice guy. Very friendly.
As a teacher, you may know Stephen Krashen. Professor Stephen Krashen was here last year.
Okay.
We also had a little girl.
I don't know many people from the community, to be honest. I think maybe because I'm traveling so much.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be an opportunity for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, exactly. That's why I'm excited. I'm looking forward.
Yeah, I think there's a very big, well, it's not completely, but there's quite a separation between language learners per se and polyglots. The people who, the nerdy folks who want to learn a lot of languages.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's it.
So I mean, we definitely want to try to get the two communities to mingle
together
more. Yeah.
That's it. And one thing for you, when you're going to see, I mean, that was the case for me and Tetsu. That's how we became involved with all of this. When we went to our first conference, we were really blown away by the experience and stuff like that, and by a series of, I guess, events. We ended up being responsible for this, what's grown to be a very large event that's held in North America. Because most of the polyglot things are now in Europe. You probably weren't aware, but last week there was a big event in
Bratislava.
There was a polyglot gathering in Bratislava, which is probably not that far for you.
And in Europe, nothing is really far.
A lot of the people that you might see in Montreal this summer, many of them were at in Bratislava.
What is the name of that event?
That one is called the Polyglot Gathering.
Ah, okay, yeah.
It actually started in Berlin.
A lot in Europe, yeah, because there are so many languages spoken here.
Well, the biggest events are the Polyglot Conference and the Polyglot Gathering. These two are the ones that are really...
They've been established for more time.
Yes.
And in our case, this is the 3rd edition, and we're growing a lot too.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, so they'll give you an introduction. I'm sure you're going to like it very much, and probably after that, when you're going to be around something that's happening, you're going to want to participate and be a part of the event. It's a good way, honestly, for people to have the chance to connect, to see each other, to talk about languages and things of the sort. We talk about, like a lot of the tools and tricks that you use to learn.
Yeah.
Because learning language is something, you got to get your input from many different sources.
I think you have to find out for yourself what's the best way. No?
Exactly.
Because different people learn in different ways, I know, but I don't know. So I think some people learn visually, or Benny Lewis just needed to speak. So, I think there are different methods for different people, which work best.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's why it's good to be able to exchange with people. Okay, what do you do, and this and
Yes,
that.
exactly. Yeah, that will be great.
And this is
And
one of the things that
is the little girl coming who speaks so many languages, 7 or 9 or how many?
So
No.
she was here last year. Her name is Bella.
Bella, yeah.
That's right. She was here at Langfest last year.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she's not coming this year. Again.
No.
Yeah, that's good.
But
Okay.
you might get the chance to see 2 little kids that are pretty much being brought up the same way around languages this year, which are Tetsu's kids.
3
Because he
kids.
has-
How many languages do they speak?
They do 5. They do 5.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
Only. Bella does 8,
Yeah,
but
they do.
they do 5.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Amazing.
Tetsu's documented very much how, getting children to be around languages from a very young age.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's
And
his
how
own
old
science
are
project in a sense, but it's where it's coming out very well.
Yeah.
So
And how old are your kids?
My oldest is going on 6 years old in July. My second, my daughter, is 4.5, and my youngest is 1.5.
Wow.
So they're
So
Akila?
very young. So yeah.
Tetsu, the little one, 1.5, is he starting to
he
say semi-intelligible questions?
no
things?
well he's not saying anything yet, but he is pointing to things. He is able to express his needs, like he wants more. We're showing him some sign languages. So I mean our family sign language. So he does understand when we tell him to do things, like lift your leg, or jump or stand up. Yeah.
In different languages, I guess.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. How did you learn your languages, Anja?
Mostly by living in the countries. I studied before. So first I went to Mexico. Well, I went to the US too to learn English, but that was kind of okay, But then I went to Spain for 2 months to learn Spanish. So that was pretty good. And then to Mexico for half a year to learn Spanish as well. So, and then you just have to force yourself. I think you have to force yourself to be around Spanish speakers, for example, in that case. And force yourself sounds very harsh, but just to, I could have had more international friends and I could have spoken English with them all the time. But I chose to be around Mexican friends a lot. So that helped a lot. If you just listen to it, have to speak, and then you don't have a choice. So,
there you go.
It's the best technique sometimes.
Exactly. And in France, I did the same. I was actually living with a girl from France, but her English was fluent. It was perfect. But I told her one day, Julie, from now on, only French. And she did it for me. So that was really good. She really said, and sometimes I even wanted to start speaking English again because it got too much. But she was like, no, Anja, c'est mon français. And then that was good.
That's cool.
And so, yeah, it's good to be around people who also know that you want to learn the language and just help you, So
yeah, I guess so. It helps. Yeah. It's a team effort.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So Anja, how did this whole crazy lifestyle begin? Is this something you've always wanted, or is this something that you planned out?
No, it's more. I was always a bit bored in Germany, or not bored, but I thought, okay, I would like to see something else, So, and then I always wanted to learn other languages. So as a kid already, I was interested in that, learning English and Spanish and so on. So, and later it got clearer and clearer for me that I needed to leave and go to other countries. And so, yeah. It was just
so
I think it was just an instinct,
Okay, so YouTube, YouTube stardom was that something that you had thought out before?
No, that was actually So actually, I didn't even study teaching, or education. I just studied international business administration. And after that, I didn't know what to do really. So I went to Thailand, and I still didn't know what the hell I was even going to do there. But my mother was just like, okay, you go to Thailand and find yourself.
Wow.
Yeah, my mother is good in this way, really. She always let us be free, so that helped.
Wow. That's quite impressive.
Yeah. So, and then
I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't let my daughter go to Thailand alone. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. So in Thailand, and then I needed money in Thailand because I spent all my money on traveling, and then I applied for jobs in business actually. But they didn't even answer me. I applied for lots of companies. They didn't even reply to me. So, and then a friend told me, hey, you can teach German there in Chiang Mai University. It's in Chiang Mai, I don't know, in the north of Thailand. And I applied, and they gave me 2 jobs, teaching English and teaching German. So I thought, oh, wow, this must be destiny or something. And then I loved it. So I started teaching, and then I got into online teaching. And then I thought, oh, I have to explain the same thing over and over again to my students, and that's not very efficient being a German. So I thought, okay, I will upload the video. So anybody can watch it as many times as they want. And then it just grew. And my first videos are really crazy, actually.
Wow.
I always wanted to take them down, but they have so many views. So I'm like, okay, I will leave them. But when I watch them now, it's a bit like,
I from the way you explain it, it just sounds so authentic, and that's really, I think, why it grows, and it's the you. It's really your personality and everything that you put into it. So lovely. Look so forward to your presentation at Langfest.
Me too. It would be nice. I'm excited. And
I think it's going to be fun to see you with us. Everybody's very, very happy that you're coming down.
Yeah.
I just realized I had the princess sticker on my hand that my daughter put on. I'm moving my hands and I'm seeing this on the screen. I'm going, wow. That's what happens when you have a daughter.
But no, it will be nice, and let's also see, I can also talk about something else or whatever you want, you guys can tell me what I should include, and how long is it supposed to be, 20 minutes or 15 minutes?
No, you have a whole hour to yourself.
Oh, a whole hour? Oh my God, so I have to talk about something else in my life. It's not, I don't know if I'm going to fill a whole hour. Yeah.
I'm sure you could talk for 10 hours with your experience and your, the colorful life that you're leading.
Yeah, maybe. Let's see. I want it to be interesting too,
I'm sure that you have to allow a time for questions and answers.
Yeah, that's what I was also thinking.
Yes, absolutely.
Some discussion at the end.
Because I think a lot of people are going to have a lot of questions for you, Anja. So at least that's 15 minutes of your hour that's going to be answering questions.
Yeah, okay, that's good. And I should prepare a PowerPoint, no? Or
absolutely.
Keynote, or okay.
Well, really, it's really up to you. It's typical for folks to have.
No, I prefer that.
But if you want to do some dancing up on stage, that's also perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And Anja, you can see the presentations that were done by all the speakers in the previous years on our YouTube channel.
Yes, that can help to get an idea.
That might give you an idea of how you can orient yourself. I'm not worried. I've seen your videos.
Exactly.
I know you have a lot of energy. You are going to be able
I think it will be fun, but it's also a bit different to stay on a stage.
Absolutely, yes.
Because now I'm talking to a camera, so it's a bit different.
So you've not when you teach, right? You have small group. I mean, before, but have you ever given talks at conferences and?
No, never really.
Wow.
Yeah, students. So it's the first time I'm really
Nice.
coming to a conference. Yeah. So
I told
did
you.
I ever have? No, I don't think so. Well, in university, but it wasn't about languages, you know.
Mhm.
So there sometimes we had to do presentations and things like that.
So that's see, we don't want to make this like a chore, you know, a burden, especially not psychologically, you know. So make it,
No,
you know.
it will be fine.
We
Yeah.
don't want you to feel so much pressure. It's gonna be definitely, you know, anybody who's been to, you know, our festival or the Polyglot conference or the Polyglot gathering, the community is really a very engaging, a very inviting, a very accepting group of folks, and you know, the minute it starts, you'll see. I mean, people just,
I think so.
you know,
I
interact and they talk and everything. You know, it's all under a very friendly atmosphere, and everybody's there to learn.
Looking forward to it very,
Yeah.
very much. Yeah. I'm really.
That's why I am almost convinced. I might be wrong, but I'm 99% convinced that this will be the first, but it won't be the last that you will attend, because you're going to really enjoy the experience.
Yeah. Actually, I might go to Heidelberg. Have you been to Heidelberg in Germany in July? They invited me to do a business pitch, but it's a different thing.
Okay.
So that will be interesting too. It's an Indian-German community. So,
wow.
But I haven't prepared anything yet, and I don't even.
And when is that one?
Huh?
When is that one?
7th July.
Oh, July. Okay, so it's before Langfest. Okay.
Yeah, maybe it's good, so I can get used to speaking in
That's
a
it.
little bit. It's going to be much smaller, so that's good.
You're going to be a professional by the time you get to Montreal.
Yeah, that would be good. But we will see. I'm fine. You know, I'm relaxed, and I'm very much looking forward to it. To meet everybody in the community. And
we are very looking forward to doing so. Anja, if you haven't done so yet, please like our Facebook page.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And share the information that you're going to be coming to our event to people from your community so that they know that you're coming.
Yes, I already told one of my students, he lives in New York. He already already told me that he would like to come. So it takes me here remaining meeting time 9 minutes. You have that too, okay.
That's
he wants to come already, but I didn't share it on my YouTube channel yet or anything. But I have the tickets already. I bought the tickets and accommodation, so I will be coming for sure.
Fantastic.
It's all booked. Yeah.
That's it. And if you have any questions, well, you know our speaker relations person, Sabrina, is the person that officially deals with those things. We're always going to be there for you if there's any particular thing that you need. But either way, you will have a big bunch of people that are part of our volunteers and welcome committee that are there for you when you from the moment you arrive until when you leave. So
it will be nice. Yeah. No, I will share the information and everything. I will also make a video at the Langfest and tell how it's going.
Well, absolutely. You're gonna have a little space for that, the interview space, if you want to talk to some students or talk with other fellow fellow participants. So
fellow speakers.
Yep.
There's for your information, Anja. There are 2 Anjas that are coming, and people sometimes confuse Anja.
And how is the other Anja? Is it also written with a J? The other Anja
yes.
with a J?
Yes.
Oh,
and
she's not German.
Yes, she is.
She is.
She is.
And
her thing is learn German with Anja. No, you're learn German with Anja.
Yeah.
She's Anja from Germany.
No. It's even more than that. Her handle name, I think it's Anja from Alemania, and yours is Anja de Alemania.
Okay.
Right? When I saw that, I was confused myself.
Yes, I also also have a blog, Anja de Alemania, where I write about but actually I don't write about travels much anymore.
Yeah, I think hers is from Alemania.
Yeah.
For some reason,
We
you
should
know.
put Anja from Alemania. Anja de Alemania was already taken because she actually lives in Mexico.
Yes.
She works for the school there.
Oh, really? And she
But
also
the two of you have a lot in common, actually.
I should message her. I've never heard of her. But okay, sounds good.
Maybe we should put the two of you on stage and say, look, get it clear now. This is Learn German with Anja.
Yeah, I'm a little bit too confused. I think.
No more confusion.
But so it's Anja from Alemania. I will check.
I think so.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, so in either case, thank you very much for accepting to meet with us. We're looking very forward to seeing you in Montreal.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Langfest is August 21st and 26th.
To meet you and your kids. Also.
Yeah.
Tetsu.
Tetsu and the whole committee that follow him. Yes.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Definitely looking forward.
My flight is on the 17th.
Oh, wow.
On Friday, yeah. I was thinking, because my aunt also lives in Canada, maybe I will visit her for a few days. I don't know yet.
Is she?
Yeah.
But in Toronto. So, but Toronto isn't that far, is it? I think it's
well, define far. If it were in Europe, yes, it's very far. So you've crossed like 5 countries.
Yeah.
It's 500 kilometers from Montreal, approximately.
Yeah.
450,
Let's
500.
see, maybe I will go there.
It's an hour by plane or 5 hours by car. That's it.
5 hours, yeah, it's not too far, I guess. For Canada.
No, exactly.
Yes.
That's it.
Okay.
Well, good to know that you're going to arrive early. You know, we can.
Yeah, if I can help you with anything in preparation or if
Oh,
there's any.
Great. We've got a new slave.
Spend your first weekend with your aunt.
Yeah.
And as soon as you come back and we know that you're officially in Montreal, we will make sure to onboard you and make you part of a million things. We always need help.
The Langfest cult.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Very happy that we could make this happen.
Yes, it will be nice. I'm excited. So, and the workshop, how long is the workshop going to be? That was a question, actually.
It's about 40 minutes.
40 minutes,
yes.
Okay. So I will just do some fun stuff in German, I think.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Have a great weekend to you all.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, have a good night. Have a good day. Yeah.
Yeah. It's guten Morgen, guten Abend, guten Nacht.
Sehr gut, genau, richtig.
Take care.